Throughout the history of web development, there have been a few instances where commonly accepted UI/UX practices were later found to be flawed. Usually, this came from trying to leverage new technologies without fully considering the user experience. Here are some examples. The excessive use of Flash. Flash was widely adopted for creating interactive content, animations, and even entire websites. But Flash content was unsupported on iOS devices. It also had insane security risks and was resource intensive, and there was basically no accessibility features. Pop-up windows were used to display advertisements, subscription prompts, or whatever, but they were extremely intrusive and disrupted the user experience. They became so notorious that most browsers just included third-party tools to introduce pop-up blockers. At one point in time, people used mystery meat navigation icons, or images without labels for navigation, expecting users to intuitively understand their meaning. This one was pretty obviously flawed because it led to increased bounce rates because users couldn't find information they needed. There was also a time where websites automatically played audio or video. That was terrible because people would just be scrambling to turn it off, or some people's internet couldn't even handle it. Very recently, people were obsessed with infinite scroll. Some websites implemented continuously loading content as a user scrolls down the page. This was bad because you couldn't just go back to a certain point in the page, and some people kept scrolling to find the footer. There was also a carousel or slider phase on some websites, but studies showed that users rarely interacted with them. On top of that, it ruined performance. Some websites tried to mimic the hamburger icon from mobile navigation, but on larger screens, there's enough space to display navigation options without hiding them. It just didn't make any sense. People also like the idea of flat design without any visual cues. This clearly has poor usability. One of my least favorites was scroll jacking, where websites manipulated the default scrolling behavior to a controlled experience, usually for storytelling purposes. When I don't have full control over the scroll, it just pisses me off. So again, we see the reoccurring theme of developers prioritizing aesthetics over usability, and almost always something goes wrong.